Okay, I think we're going. All right. So here I am. I had to come to Sherry's to get this video done. So I am going to think I can make this work. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to start with this is, make this bigger. Sorry, I'm using my husband's MacBook and I'm not used to it. Okay, so this is our, I think I'm recording. I hope I'm recording. I guess I probably should stop it and double check. Let's see. Is this recording? Okay, looks like it is. Okay. So this is the host coaching document that I was talking about in our new consultant meeting. I switched over to OneNote because I liked the way that it has tabs. So I can use tabs for each day of the week. So this morning, well, this afternoon, because my morning was kind of crazy, I went into Wednesday pre-party and I was able to copy and paste all of my things to my hosts whose parties start tomorrow. Okay. Everything's pretty much there for you. I've got take action words, consultant words. So these are the words that you share with your host, and these are the words the hosts share in green on their page or in their messages. Okay. So that's kind of how we have it laid out, and I love it, and I think the people that are using it are loving it already too. The very first thing is once your party is scheduled, my suggestion is that for right now, until you guys develop your own systems, that you that you do your parties Thursday through Monday, close with your host on Sunday. That is my suggestion, just because that's the way that I have things set up. And if you're using my systems, which I'm more than happy for you to, as long as you change things to sound like you, because Lord knows one of me is enough. Just ask my husband. Okay. So as soon as you schedule the party, send them a message. You're so excited that they're hosting a party with you, and get these 4 things, because you will need those to set up their party on your Pampered website, as well as the Facebook party. You will want to have a nice little, oops, this should not say video, this should say post. So I'll change that. And by the way, this is going to be in our new consultant guide that I'm working on, which will be pinned to the top of our Team Practical and Pampered page. And right now it is actually just on the team page. I think I pinned it to the top for right now, just so that you guys can have access to it until I get it in that new consultant guide. And anytime I edit it, it will edit it for you guys on that end. So that's another thing I really love about OneNote that Google Docs did not have for me. You want to double check with them and see if they want to have a host packet, because sometimes people don't, and that's fine. Then you save catalogs for a different host. And then I send them out. I try to have one day that I go to the post office, because I absolutely hate going to the post office. But if post office is no big deal for you, then you can send them the next day. I try not to send them any later than 10 days before the party. Sometimes that doesn't work out for me, but that's what I try. I try to get them out no later than 10 days before the party. And then this is something new that I've added. You want them to go like your business page for a couple of reasons. One is that I'm reading this because I can't remember. You can invite them once they've joined your Facebook page. You can invite them once you are in the party. You can stay as just your business page, which it sounds like some people think that that's the way to go. I'll explain to you in another video why it's important to operate as your business page. and not interact as your personal person. Okay, so that is the host coaching piece. And I think I'm going to stop this and make it, maybe I'll just go through it and then I'll make a new video on setting up a party. All right, so that's once the party is scheduled, then, and I do my host party chat on Wednesday evenings at 8:30, just because that's what works for me. You guys do what works for you, but I do encourage you to set up a time with your host that would work for you. Okay, you set up a time and say, hey, this is when I do my party chats. Are you available at this time? Hopefully they say yes. If not, then you pick another time. But I would not leave it up to them to choose, because then the party chat may not happen in a timely manner. And this system that I have set in place, you guys, has worked amazing for me since the beginning of August. This is kind of what I've been doing, and it's worked better than anything that I've ever done. So I know sometimes things seem a little like inviting the Friday before the party starts. Well, yeah, because then they can invite through the weekend and they're not feeling pressured to just invite, and then if they don't get their invite started till Monday, that's okay, because they've already got all the information from your host coaching on the Friday before. Okay, so this is kind of the host chat that goes along with it. You want to make sure that when you're asking a question to your host that you allow them time to answer. That's another reason why I like having it set up to where you do it at a time where you both can meet together, okay? And if you have multiple hosts, then it's possible that you can have your chats going at the same time, or pick two different times, whatever works best for you. So we just go over host rewards, free stuff. I've got the images there for you. They are also in marketing imagery, which I will go over in another video, how to access that. We talk about the free, we talk about the half price. If they already have their catalogs by the time that you have the host chat, that's amazing, because you can have them look at their catalog, turn to the back. If not, there's a picture here that you can use of the back of the catalog, and it shows those half price combos. Okay, Beverage Shop has put together half price combos for hosts exclusively, where they can get an entire set by using only one half price item, which is amazing. So they could get all 4 of those sets if they have 4 half price items, and look at all the stuff if they so choose. All right, so we talk about half price items. We talk about the host special for the month, and send the image for that. Ask them which one they would like at 60% off, and I will show you a place where you can write notes when you're having this chat right inside their party, so that you can remember what it is and make sure that they have that on their list when you're getting ready to submit their party. One thing that our hosts sometimes get confused on is that you cannot use your free product to purchase your half price items or your host special. They are their own separate pieces of the host program, and they do not intermix. You cannot use them with each other. You can't get half price off of your 60% off item, and the half price, they pay 50% of whatever it is, and the host special, they pay 40% of whatever it is, and you can't use your free product. Okay, that's an important one. And even though you tell them in all of this, they will still ask, because it's hard to remember sometimes. I like to use GIFs, so you can use GIFs wherever. We talk about the dashboard. You'll give them their dashboard link. They'll log in, and they'll use the email and the email address that they gave you to set up their party, and then they'll create a password. It's going to be fun. They can see all of their, once their benefits have activated, and they can see when people have ordered. It's super, super fun, and they can do their wish list from there, and their ordering as well. And then, of course, the best deal in the kit we go over is the business. As you know, it is the best part of the business. You guys know that. And with that, as hosts, they can they can always order their kit up front. In that case, they would you would help them set their party up under their Pampered Chef website and order ID, and then they would get commission and the host benefits for their lunch party. The other way to do it is they can be a host and they can earn up to 50% off. When their party sales hit $300, they can get $25 off of the cost of the kit of their choice. And that comes out of their free. So basically they're using their free product to purchase the kit. That's the only time you can use your free product to help your host benefits, is to purchase the kit. And $400, they get $50 off of the cost of the kit of their choice, okay? Most months, we do have a new consultant incentive. It's not always that we do, but it's most of the time has been my experience. For instance, in September of 2019, you're fine. Thank you so much, appreciate it. In September of 2019, once a host qualified, or once a new consultant qualified, which is $1,250 in sales in your first 30 days, that means you're qualified. Once you hit $1,250, you're qualified. But if you do that within your first 30 days, then you could earn the Deluxe Cooking Blender for free. That was the new consultant incentive in September of 2018. In October of 2019, it was you can purchase the kit for they were $60 off each of the kits. So the lowest starting cost was $39. So that was the incentive for signing in October. So there are different things, different months. And then I'll go over what seasoned consultants get too. With sales, when you're not new, you still get to, even when you are new, you get, but I'll go over that in a different video. So you want to offer them that opportunity. We want to try to ask our hosts 5 times about the business. This is usually the first touch for me, is during this host chat. Sometimes it's before, based on the relationship that we have and maybe some conversations that we've had leading up to the party, but this is typically my first time that I ask them, okay? And I will go over the other touch points in another video. So you'll notice here that I do have the October, and this will change monthly because it is currently October 2019 when I'm making this video. This will change with each month. I will add whatever the new incentive is, which will be awesome for you guys. I just tell a little bit about myself and how the business has helped me. Of course, you will want to change this when you're doing your host coaching to match how Pampered Chef has changed your life and your situation. And then we're almost done. We want to talk to them about how getting involved in their party is important, especially with these virtual parties. And this is all based on virtual. I'm working on a system for our live parties, and as soon as I have that down, I will definitely share that with you guys as well. This is a fun little thing. It basically says if you had a party at your house, you wouldn't go hide in your bedroom the whole time while your friends were there, right? Same thing for a virtual party. You want to make sure that your host is aware that they need to be participating in the party. Because their friends came to party with them, not with me, and not with you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's the end of that. I just talk a little bit about the invitation process, that I start on Fridays, and that it's super important that they invite up to 150 people. Sometimes it's more, but that there is a system that I have created that I use that helps you avoid Facebook jail. Okay. So that is that piece of the host coaching. That is the host party chat, the first call with the host. Then on Thursdays, I send them their save the date, and then I set up the Facebook group, which is another video that I will be making for you guys, how to set up the Facebook group. And then I have the little description that I use to put in the parties that you guys can use as well. Yeah, thank you. Then Friday, I hope this My internet's going to work for me. Okay, good. So Friday is when I send the invites. I send a gift because I'm so excited for them. And then Friday is the biggest day. They get the most information on Friday and on Wednesday before the party starts because it's a lot of information for them to go over for their doing their inviting. I try to get my part of my host coaching in this host party chat as I ask them, do they want their posts for the day the night before or the morning of? I try to get them out before 10 a.m. Sometimes with my people that are not in the Pacific Northwest, I try to find out what the best time is for them since there's a time difference usually. But I just let them know if they're busy or if I know that they're at work. Hey, I do this. Hey, tomorrow's or today's invite day. And then I just let them know I've invited you to your party because we've set it up already, right? Follow these directions. And I just want you to know that I'm leaving you a lot of information. Just follow it step by step, and it's there when you have a chance to do your inviting, okay? So that way they don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm at work. Why are you ding, ding, dinging? I just tell them just ignore my dings or turn your notifications off or turn your volume off because I'm going to be sending you some stuff so that you can do it as you have a chance, okay? Sometimes my hosts don't get their inviting done till Sunday. That's, that's up to them, and that's fine. Host check-in. So I leave that for them on Fridays, and I don't have to talk to them again until Sunday. I just leave them to do their inviting. Saturday night, if I see that they haven't really been inviting, then I'll send a little something to them. This is something new that I've added, and this I will probably do on Saturday nights if I see that they haven't done inviting, or Sunday morning is fine too, because typically I do have a little post for them on Sundays. I just check in and I have them post this on their wall just because not everybody gets their notification when you invite them, okay? Oh, and with the invites, you send private messages to 20 to 30 people, and then you head into your party and actually invite them in the party. And again, I'll show that in another video, how you do that. Then Tuesday, it's just a pre-party post. The pre-party starts on Tuesday. They have one post. It's kind of a, this is how the party's going to work thing with a little message. And then Wednesday is the wish list because it's Wish List Wednesday. It's my favorite day. Thursday, this is their post. The party starts on Thursday, and this is their post. And every day they have a little post to put in their party. Sometimes these will change based on what I like. You guys don't have to use these. You can totally use whatever. So yeah. And again, you guys want to make sure that you're changing the words up a little bit that you're sending to your hosts to post so that we don't get flagged as being spammers for having the same things. And then this is another post. You will see that I have the hosts posting a lot of the things that are, sorry, my earbud. A lot of the things that are business related so that it's coming from the host, not from me as being a salesperson, okay? Because they'll listen to their host before they listen to me all day long, and it gets a lot of extra attention. This mentions that on Sundays I do a live Q&A, so they get to ask their questions. I have a post in the templates for Post My Party, which you will get to, that gives them it lets them ask questions. And then on Sundays at 2, I go live to answer the questions, any that were asked, or if people have them to ask live. I don't always get people on Sunday afternoons, and that's fine, but I do go live and I do answer the questions because I just like that personal interaction. And a lot of times it's easier just to do it speaking it than typing it all out. Does that make sense? More personal. And then Saturday afternoons, I actually go live in my parties. I usually do it afternoons or evenings, 2 or 7 is usually based on what my Saturday is looking like. I will go live to do a cooking demo. Something new that I'm going to be doing on Thursdays when the party starts. I'm going to be going live in the party at the beginning of the day to, if they've activated that early bird drawing, I will do that announcement, and then I tell them my favorite Pampered Chef products, and those products will always be out of the basic starter kit. Okay, because it'll be the Rock Crock, it'll be the Quick Slice, it'll be the manual food processor, and the cutting mats will mainly be the ones that I talk about, because those are all in the starter kit. Okay, and I may talk about the other things, the garlic press and the scrapers, that they are popular within the Pampered Chef community, and that they can get all of those for as little as whatever the cost of the kit is that month. $99 is the full price cost of that kit, which is $400 worth of product. So I'll go over that the start of the party, and just go over those. And then Saturday I go live with a little cooking demo. I try not to make it more than 30 minutes. And then I invite everyone to friend request me on Facebook. This is new for me. I absolutely fought it, tooth and nail, fought it. I'm not even joking. Like, I was like, I don't have people on my Facebook that I'm not friends with in real life. But this is something new that I'm doing because it's building relationships. This is a relationship building business, and I want them to know that they can be my friend and I can be their friend, and I'm not just behind the computer throwing posts at them and asking them to buy things. I'm a real person, and I know that they are too. And so I let them know that Sunday night I'm going to be sending out invites. So I do this around 3 o'clock. Usually it's after my live video at 2 p.m. on Saturdays that I'll post this in the party. So if they friend request me first, they get 10 tickets. If they don't beat me to it, but they accept my friend request before the party ends, they get 5 tickets. It's just a fun way for them to. And then the host reminds them that they can do their wish list. She refers them back to that Wish List Wednesday post. And then I send my friend requests Sunday evening, and as they are accepting it, I go in and I send them a private message, because once we're friends on Facebook, I can send them a personal private message versus a message from my business page, which I'll show you how you can do that too, that tosses it right into their inbox as opposed to in that secret file. But that's different. So once they're friends, I can send a message, and I just send them this little thing. I guess I must do this Sunday morning. No, okay. This says live at 2. I'm gonna say 7. Anyway, you'll have to make adjustments to that if you do lives or whatever, but I just remind them that I'm going live. Oh no, at 2, that's about Sunday. Okay, that was right. I read it. So this is talking about that I'm going to be going live that day on Sunday to answer questions. So this is as people are accepting or sending me friend requests. When they send me the friend request, then I send them this once we're friends. It's not for the people necessarily, because then I'll send the friend requests out. Heading hopes are good. Okay. My daughter just texted me. They were at a little school party tonight. Okay, then Monday is the last post. It's the last day of the party. Boohoo sad. And so again, on Monday, they're going to send out some reminders and things, right? Oh, my party's ending. They post on their Facebook page, their personal Facebook page. They post in their party. They send messages to the people that are in the party that haven't ordered. So we take care of that. Tuesday is a post party, okay? So Tuesday is the Monday at midnight. The orders are all due. Tuesdays, they're going to send this little thing and say, hey, it was so nice to host a party, and my favorite part was yada, yada. And then Tuesday, depending on what time you set up with your host to close the party, I will send this little message to them, and I will show you on another video where I get this message, or where you can find the amounts to enter. I don't know how long it's going to be available. for us because this is part of the old system, but I'm hoping that they will eventually update the new system to include this because it's really awesome. So you basically are thanking them. You're telling them how to take care of the boxes once they've arrived. So this is after you've submitted the party, and you get an email that says, and you tell them what they got, how much they spent, how much they saved, and you send that. I really like to use text or Messenger because it gets better response than email. It's been my experience. And then Wednesday is the last post-party post for them, for your host. Basically, they're going to go in and they're going to say, oh my gosh, I'll try to share a folder too with some of these graphics that I use. But you're going to basically say, hey, I'm super excited. Look at what I got, and they're going to share a graphic that says how many sales were in the party and what they got with those sales. And you can do it too. And so basically, and tell them how much they saved. That's all I do is how much they saved, because what people spend is kind of personal. So I don't include like I spent this much and saved this much, because no, or I don't make it so that they can do math either. I just say how much they saved. So that's it. And that is the end of the host coaching. If you guys have any questions, you can send me a message about it, or you can comment in the bottom of the post of this video, and I will answer that question, and it will be there until I get our new consultant guide set up, okay? So that's that, and yeah, I'm going to stop sharing. Oh my gosh, those of you who are on my new video, you know what this is. Okay. All right, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording and end this video, and we will see what happens.